Okie doke. Woo! Responsible success. Hello and welcome to Flow Control, the journal. One journal entry every 2 weeks. Now published Saturday, midnight, Eastern Time. To follow the story, arguably the biggest story, if not demonstrably the biggest story, the most important story, involving one key piece of information that, at least to the best of my knowledge and experience, is missing all around the world now throughout all of human existence historically. And that fact, that key piece of information, is reality as the totality of whatever happens. Conventionally, in my experience, people like to say that reality is synonymous with a worldview. Whose reality are we talking about? Reality is what you make of it. It's how you perceive it. It's how you define it. And right now, I can flatly prove through demonstration alone that reality is not what you make of it. It's not how you perceive it. It's not how you define it. And it's not distinct from anybody else's reality. And the experiential evidence is whatever you're doing on the other side of that camera lens. Right? I'm not perceiving that because I can't see what you're doing. I can't perceive it at all. I'm not defining it. I don't know what you're doing. Right? You could be masturbating to this and I don't know. Right? And it's not what I make of it because I don't know what you're doing. Whatever it is, you're doing it. You're demonstrating without a doubt that reality is not what you make of it. It's not how you perceive it, how you define it. That's called your worldview. And we can have differences in our worldviews, but reality is not limited to your worldview and cannot be limited to your worldview. And this is essential. Reality as the totality of whatever happens, whether that's within the scope of my worldview, your worldview, or external to that. It's the totality of whatever happens when we define it that way. So, responsible success. I'm an embattled artist, expressing authenticity. The spirit wave is the certainty-based way to connect to pure might itself, as reality being the totality of whatever happens. Pure might, pure actuality might. If you disagree with it, then prove it. Defy actuality. Defy reality as the totality of whatever happens. Just do it. Show us. You're a part of reality. Your thoughts, actions, tools, and weapons, all a part of reality. So how are you going to defy it? None of us can. Pure might. Experientially, factually speaking. Pure might. Supreme being. Being itself. And this fact is utterly missing because, at least apparently, because humanity has a terrible weakness called denial. If we don't like the truth, we deny it. All to keep the brain feeling healthily comfortable. If the truth is too strongly negative, we deny it. alcoholics and other addicts, power addicts, the greedy power addicts, all in denial. And so the challenge of what I'm doing here, by inviting you outside the box, to step outside the box into this box, to provide an innovative solution to fix the most pressing problem on this planet right now, which is our inability to complete our definition of might and allow that completion to drive society, to unify us with the robots and the AI and the extraterrestrial beings reportedly there. Instead, we're going with thuggery, the selfish application of might makes right to dominate everybody else. Why do we have that? Very simple. I work at a hotel. Sometimes we're at high occupancy and maybe there's one nice suite that's available, but only one person can get it. Now I could choose the person who has stayed there frequently, the person who has our points program and is a high-ranking member in that points program, or I could choose a stranger who just walks off the street and say, here you go. I'm going to give you, stranger, the awesome suite, and I'm going to give the person with all the loyalty and all the status a room that's not quite to that level. That's not going to work. Clearly, my job is to give the suite to the person who has status, who has the loyalty, the repeat business, and that kind of thing. And so that is the basic system. So everything becomes this hyper-aggressive competition amongst all individuals within team society, basically, to compete for status in order to get better results. And our entire definition of might is that. And what's missing is the totality of whatever happens, a certainty. Not only a certainty, literally certainty itself. The totality of whatever happens. There's whatever's happening within the totality. And then there's the totality of whatever happens. We don't have to define it any more than that. Because that totality has key properties. It is pure might. It is perfectly stable. It is perfectly balanced. And that supreme balance gives us the rule of reality that you will see at the end of every single one of these journal entries and other videos here. The path to power is the path to powerlessness in a balanced reality. This is demonstrably a balanced reality. Go ahead, challenge it. See what you got. But as a balanced reality, it also means the path to powerlessness is the path to power in a balanced reality. There's tremendous utility in that truth, in that demonstration of truth. And that rule gives us a supreme balance that is synonymous with reality as the totality of whatever happens. Pure might, pure stability, pure balance. Purely orderly, purely predictable, purely understandable, doesn't negate all of the mysteries in the complexity, relatively speaking, within the totality. But it encapsulates that unknown in a perfectly easy, fundamental, and ultimate known that doesn't exist all throughout humanity on this planet right now. And that's what I'm trying to alleviate as responsibly, successfully as I can, which is a challenge, obviously. And so I create an inviting mind pillow environment. It's not a safe space per se. It's a safer space. It is a place for you when you realize that the world around you, that your life is worsening continuously and there's no solution at all. That's when you come here. That's when you realize, oh, this is real. This is something that is necessary to maximize your experience. The spirit wave is easy. One rule of reality that governs all of us in the universe as the totality, whatever happens. One supremely balancing rule. How you spend your power is ultimately how you spend your powerlessness. That rule is missing. It exists, kind of. There's no such thing as a free lunch. There's always a catch. What goes around comes around. Karma, wrath of God. So it is there, but it's not solidified as pure certainty until now. And then there are the three integrity rules that protect our connection as team society to the rule of reality. Respect only. No tribalism. Serious sense only. Serious nonsense prohibited, strictly, always. All three of these integrity rules need to be followed literally perfectly in order to surf the spirit wave. That's what protects the integrity of it. Because the social predators, the billionaires, all these people, if they recognize the swell, this groundswell, this sprout that grows into a healthy tree, this environment, this raft, this mind pillow, this place, this safer place where people start to congregate and realize, wait a minute, there's something real here. I want to go there. And then, of course, the billionaires are like, well, how can we steal it from you? How can we take it? How can we destroy it? How can we do what we did to the Tea Party movement? How can we do what we did to the woke movement? How can we corrupt these things for our selfish power addiction? And the answer is, you can't at all. Period. Checkmate. You can kill me. I'm just pointing to it, though. That's the problem. I'm just a human mammal pointing to this stuff. All that needs to happen here is at least one more other person or instance of AI that is capable of continuing to point to this truth, the rule of reality, the three integrity rules. The rule of reality gives us the complete definition of might, which negates the ability to get away with it. Lying, stealing, cheating, assault of any kind, murder, oppression, greed, war is good for business. You name it, none of us can ever get away with it in certainty, in demonstrable fact. Done is that mindset. When we as team society accept and are able to properly entrench that understanding throughout the generations. Gone is the ability to get away with it. The no one will hear you scream crap is gone. Factually, right now. And if humanity exercises denial, its greatest weakness, then unfortunately that disconnect from the supreme might, the pure expression of might, is deadly to the point of extinction. Because that's what we're doing. We're degrading as a society. We're not getting better. We're getting worse. But if you're in denial over that, then you see me as an antagonist. But I'm not. I'm just giving you the heads up. And the solution. An easy solution. One simple supreme rule that we all live by, that forms an all-natural governance, and then the three integrity rules that protects our ability to access it, to keep all the social predators away. Because that's what they want. They want to come in and take over it and abuse it and corrupt it and turn it into their Game of Thrones bullshit. And they can't, because of the first rule alone, respect only. The social predator has a tell, and that tell is disrespect. They'll love bomb you to control you, to pull you into their trap. But once they got you, once you're being dominated by their selfishness, and you probably don't even realize it, then the disrespect comes along. If you refuse to do what they want you to do because it's unhealthy for you, they'll accuse you of being selfish. They'll accuse you of being the problem. They're the social predator. You're the social prey in that case. They disrespect you. They can't help it. So in order to surf the spirit wave, you can't be disrespectful. Boom! Sidelined. Every single social predator, now and forever. No tribalism. The whole billionaire movement is about divide and conquer. Spirit wave is about unite and conquer. Universally, sensibly speaking. Universally, experientially speaking. Unite and conquer. It's not us versus the social predators, even. The whole spirit wave is a heads up to the supremacy of might, the complete. We can't connect to pure might itself with disrespect. See? Mind pillow. Composure. Composure in light of injustice is better. But my cynical side says it's not really possible. Anger comes from injustice. No justice, no peace. No peace, all anger. Now, anger and justice never mix, but if justice doesn't show up, then anger unleashes and all of the injustice that comes with it. And that's the danger of our world today. And if you want a way out, then you want to come this way. If you want a way to at least minimize the damage of it all, you want to surf the spirit wave. And so do I. The spirit wave is not my humanity. It's not my accomplishment. I'm just pointing to it. Like I point to a star in the sky. That's all it is. I just need more people to join doing this. And all I want financially, so I can give my best here, is $1 a year as a tip subscription. Enough people do that. No advertising, no monetization via advertising, no sponsorships, none of that. Pure, authentic art. As part of a healthy rest ethic, which we need to balance with a healthy work ethic, I live stream during my healthy rest ethic once a week. I wish I could do it twice a week, but you can see the link. I use spiritwave.life as my domain name, and I redirect things. Just goes to my server and it redirects. Makes it nice and easy, nice and clean. Right? spiritwave.life/video brings you to this channel. Spiritwave.life goes to my community server. That needs a community, which is where you come. Peace.